A professor crossed a line with me, and when I finally reported him, last spring, the university tried to bury it, so I made sure the paper trail buried them instead. His name was Dr. Hollister. He taught the upper-level seminar I needed for my degree the spring of my junior year. I was 20. I'd never gotten anything below a B in my life until his class, where I was getting C's on papers I knew were solid. When I went to his office hours in February, he told me my writing was sophisticated, but I needed one-on-one guidance to get where I needed to be. He started scheduling extra meetings. He gave me his personal cell number. He asked me to send drafts to that number instead of the university email so he could give faster feedback. I was flattered for about 2 weeks. Then the messages started shifting. Comments on what I was wearing in class. A message at 11 p.m. asking if I was up. A suggestion that if I sent him a photo of the draft I was working on in my dorm, he could mark it up before morning. I didn't send anything. I stopped going to his office hours. My final grade came back as a D. I appealed. The department chair told me Dr. Hollister was a tenured faculty member with 23 years of service, and my appeal had no basis. I took the D. I graduated late. I never told anyone. 5 years passed. I was working as an editor at a nonprofit when a woman named Perla reached out to me on LinkedIn. She'd been in Dr. Hollister's seminar 2 years after me. She wrote, "I don't know if this happened to you, but it happened to me, and it's happened to 3 other women I've found so far. We're trying to figure out what to do." We got on a call. There were 5 of us at that point. By the end of the month, there were 11. Perla had been keeping a spreadsheet. Every woman had the same story with different details. Every woman had gotten a D or an F on a final paper after refusing something. Every woman had appealed and been dismissed by the same department chair, Dr. Nolwyn. Perla was a paralegal now. She said, "I don't want to sue him. I want him gone. I want the department gone. I want the whole thing on the record so no one can pretend it didn't happen." We filed formal Title IX complaints together in April, all 11 of us on the same day. The university opened an investigation. 2 weeks in, the Title IX coordinator called me. She said the university had decided to handle this internally and was offering each of us a settlement of $18,000 in exchange for signing an NDA. She said the investigation would be closed, no findings would be issued, and Dr. Hollister would retire quietly at the end of the academic year. I said no. Perla said no. All 11 of us said no. That was the moment they should have known. Perla had been building the paper trail for 6 months. She had every one of my text messages from Dr. Hollister's personal number, preserved with metadata. She had the same from 4 other women. She had my grade appeal, filed in 2019, with Dr. Nolwyn signed rejection. She had Dr. Nolwyn signed rejections of 8 other appeals over 12 years, all from Dr. Hollister's female students, all with nearly identical language. She had a leaked internal email from 2016 in which Dr. Nolwyn wrote to the dean, "Hollister has become a liability again. Please advise on containment." She had HR records showing that 2 previous Title IX complaints against Dr. Hollister had been closed without findings in 2011 and 2017. She had the settlement offers the university had made to those women, obtained through a former HR employee. In May, Perla walked into the offices of an investigative reporter at the state's largest newspaper with a banker's box of documents. The reporter spent 7 weeks verifying. The story ran on a Sunday in July. Front page, above the fold, 14,000 words. Every document scanned and linked. Names of the 11 of us who chose to be named, including mine. Names of every administrator who had signed a dismissal. Dr. Hollister was placed on immediate administrative leave the next morning. Dr. Nolwyn was removed from her position within the week. 2 deans and a vice provost resigned by the end of the month. The state opened an inquiry into the university's Title IX office. 3 more women came forward after the story ran, then 5 more, then 12 more. Dr. Hollister was fired for cause in October. His pension was clawed back. The university announced a full external audit in November and the resignation of its president in January. Perla and I still talk every week. I keep a printed copy of the newspaper story in a folder on my bookshelf. It's the only thing in the folder.